Now we're ready to move on to the eyes. A big thing that you want is you want some sort of eye primer. For this case, I have Smashbox Photo Lid Finish Primer. It's pretty good. I like Urban Decay a little bit better, but really even using some more of the chafing gel, if you happen to have that, and just dotting it all around your eye, that can actually be really beneficial. So we're just gonna use a little bit, and I like to put this all over, even over my eyebrows, my eyelashes. And once again, you're just going to use your ring finger and smooth it all out very carefully. And you'll see why I even put this over the eyebrows here in just a few seconds. Okay, for your eyeshadow, try a cream to powder type of eyeshadow. You can always use what you have, and hopefully the primer will be just good enough. Or a technique that I've heard before is foiling, and that's with mineral eyeshadows. Basically where you just take the brush that you put the mineral makeup on and dip it in water, and you put it on your eye. It's going to look a little bit cakey and metallic-y when you first put it on, but all you have to simply do is just take your finger and gently smudge it, and it looks much more natural, but it has that water to help adhere it to your skin. So you can try that. In my case, since I just used the primer, that's good enough for me, honestly. So I have some Bare Minerals Blushing Bronze, which I absolutely love. It's great for blue eyes. Really any type of bronzy, earthy colors are great for blue eyes, but do whatever you need for your eye color. And what I do is I just put it on this little brush here, shake the excess off. And with this, it's kind of darker. So I'm also going to put this in the crease of my eye instead of just the eyelid. And the great thing about this specific eyeshadow is it's very multifaceted and dimensional, to where it looks different from when you're inside versus outside. So that's why I just love this eyeshadow. Thanks, Mom. Every part of the eye from the crease down. And then also what I like to use to highlight your eyes and your brows is, of course, always try the cream to powder stuff, but in this case I have a pencil, and it's from Smashbox, and it's called I-Beam Double-Ended Brightener. One side's for the eye, the other's for the brow. So basically what you do, and this really makes your eyes pop, is you're going to take it and you're just going to put it in the crease, and it'll just a little bit underneath your eye towards the middle, and just take your finger and just lightly smudge it. You don't really have to a whole bunch. Put it in the corner, a little bit halfway down the eye. This is really going to make your eyes pop. The sun's going to catch it, especially when you're outside. A good thing to always do when you're preparing for a motorcycle ride is you always want to put your makeup on as close to a window or natural light as possible. For example, right behind the computer here is a window that has the sun beaming in, so I'm putting this on right now in natural light, which helps ensure that you're putting on the right colors when you're going to be outside on the motorcycle. And this is the brow side. I'm just going to put this underneath my eyebrows, smudge it in a little bit. This is going to highlight and help define and frame your face with your eyebrows. And along with that, you always want to frame your eyebrows. There's a lot of great eyebrow brushes and different types of shadows that you can put on. Honestly, I just don't have that. So I have, it's actually Smashbox cream liner, but it's really, really blendable, and it looks very natural. So what I do is I take this little eyeliner smudge brush, and I just put a little tiny bit on the end of the smudge brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to start in the very beginning of my brow. I'm going to start about where my arch begins and take it out to the end. And basically just kind of fill in this outer part. You don't really need to care as much about the inner part unless you have severely extreme small and thin eyebrows. But in this case, most women, if you're younger, you don't really care about that. You just want to highlight that arch so it frames your face better. So I'm going to start a little bit out here. It's a very delicate process, and it may take some getting used to, honestly, because most people are used to having thinner eyebrows or not doing this. But this is a great way to make your eyes pop. It's what all the Hollywood starlets did to give them that glamorous look back in the 40s. And it just looks good. Alright. So, next is going to be eyeliner. You want to, of course, use some sort of cream eyeliner or pencil. Liquid is usually pretty good, especially if you know you're going to be on a really, really long ride, or you're in a rainy area and you're going to be hitting rain. So you want to try to use a waterproof, a wet eyeliner. In my case right now, it's severe drought this summer. So there's hardly any rain that I ever fall into. So my cream liner is just perfect, and I'm going to use the exact same thing that I just put on my brows. I really like brown, and it works really well with blue eyes. So I'm going to go ahead, and I just want to kind of make this as natural as possible. I'm not going to give any huge cat eye or anything like that. But I do want to emphasize the ends of my eyes, and that just means putting on a slightly bit thicker at the end of your eyes. And when you're doing this, make sure to pull only very gently on your eyes. Once again, it's the softest skin. You want to take care of it. Also, if you're using a pencil, take your finger and smudge it in, because pencils do really give a harsh look just being applied and not being pushed in and smudged around on your eyelid. So to just give it that natural, gorgeous look, just smudge it in. And lastly, we have mascara. Really any mascara is pretty good, just as long as you make sure to put a couple of coats on. Also, you notice that I'm only putting eyeliner and mascara on the top of my eyes. Reason being, I've found, you know, a lot of women do use eyeliner or mascara on the bottom of their eyes, but when you ride a motorcycle, and especially after a couple of hours, I find that it gets really smudgy down here and it ages you horribly. So I just like to avoid that completely. You know, it looks like you're getting dark circles under your eyes. So I just put everything on top. If you need waterproof mascara, that is an excellent choice, especially on those really long rides, and once again, those really, really wet areas that you may be traveling in. I like to blink into my mascara, simply because it just allows your eyelashes to grab what it needs, rather than you forcing it on your eyelashes and making it clumpy. This just gives it a really nice finish that is not clumpy. For my mascara, I use Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara, just in black. this is the bomb. I'm just saying. I love it. It defines really, really well. It hardly clumps. It's really good.